War 3 of Season 52 versus SSX, and I am voicing this over because, as you can see from the thumbnail, this screen here, and the upcoming gameplay, I have a new attacker, and he's rank 3, so figured I would kind of voice this out for y'all, and kind of break down how to play him. He is a new character, so I'm obviously referring to Count Nefaria. He came with some of the deals, and so I have him Awakened and R3. This first fight will actually be the only one that I'm not using him for, so I guess we'll take a break from explaining how he works. But Crossbones versus Spider-Ham, very straightforward. Dump the power, hit him. I mean, I don't really know necessarily what to say here. It's pretty straightforward. So we're going to overrun. We do have more combat power rate in overrun, so being careful of that. And yeah, as you can see, he's already getting chunked. I'm going to heavy counter this here. And probably just continue to pause my Furies if I can, but I say that and then I don't do that at all. But as you can see, this fight is over. Heavy to finish just for style points, not needed at all. But yeah, 25-second fight, nothing really doing there, pretty straightforward. Alright, then we have our first Count Nefaria fight. This is versus William, one of my homies over there in SSX. So shout out to him, because he is my homie, as I just said. Can't die to this fight, just simply will not allow it. But yeah, basically the game plan is this. I'm going to evade a bunch. I am going to throw my special 1 to ramp, then my special 2 for damage, which will give me a Fury. Awesome. Going to punish this, making sure not to parry, because if I evade, I won't be able to punish the special. So make sure not to parry. And I say that, but check this out. I accidentally parry. Nope, just kidding. That's one time after this. So spoiler alert, I guess. Drop the special 1. I'm mostly ramped up. And yeah, where do I accidentally parry? I believe I do that soon. Is it here? Yes, I do. But weirdly, the counter evade after he dashes in counts. So kind of weird. Definitely a bug there. But anyways, drop the special 2. You'll also notice that I'm not getting unfazed. It's possible that William is not running it. But the other explanation would be that I have Decelerate, which every single one of those charges is going to reduce the chance for Unstoppable by 15%. So when I have 7 of those up, I won't have to deal with Unfazed or any other Unstoppable. Regardless, that fight is over pretty straightforward. I, of course, used my special attack to get out of the route. I'm kind of back dictating now, but I mean, it's a standard Kindred fight. So for the second straight war, I'm going to have exactly 0 fights in Section 2. Love that. And also, I had 2 shared fights that were also stolen, so we love that. Just going to make sure once again that I wasn't missing anything. Don't want to go past a fight, but was supposed to have a much bigger war, but I was slow, so I don't. Anyways, here is Mangog, and I want to give a shout out to TJ and Andy, because talked with them. I had a source video from Pepe that was on his YouTube channel, but basically he used the PS1 and all 3 of us agreed that it would probably be better to use an invul. The fear with the PS1 partially is I won't have enough time to build up, and they're unfazed triggers. I knew there was a good chance that it would, but I figured it was worth the risk anyway. I do eat the hit with my invul, fine. And I also, of course, I'm going to try to parry the last hit. I do get that off, which is awesome. But yeah, so the basic fear was that I thought the special 1 was 7. He threw his with 2 of the energy buildups, which didn't really ramp him up. So the theory was give myself time to build up energy debuffs before the special 1. And of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with an invul. We do love an invul. So here we do a medium and get a heavy off. There we go. As you can see, he's getting chunked. Gonna drop this special. 14 Furies. It does crit, which honestly probably shouldn't have. And here, I just got in the habit of blocking the specials, and you can't block an unblockable special attack. So, oops. Drop the special 1 to both re-ramp and also remove his Unstoppable. And at this point, I'm either going to eat an L2 or an L3, and I would much rather eat an L3. Okay, we're going to combo. There we go. And just drop the special 2 and hope it kills. And by the way, it's not going to kill. I feel like we can assume that, right? Let's drop this. Does almost no damage, and he drops the L3, so I'm like, okay. I'll probably come out of this at 20-30% health. Just want to make sure that I play smart. And that first hit does 2%. And I'm like, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. And it turns out I'm not even going to be in courage range. So, yeah, Nefaria is insanely tanky with his physical resistance, coupled with the inequity, mastery, and all that fun stuff. Drop this special. Awesome. And he's basically dead. And there he goes. So, definitely not a smooth fight by any means, but definitely a safe one. I do think the Petrify from Mr. Fantastic is fairly helpful, especially at the beginning of the fight, but pretty straightforward fight, not much going on there. Then I have Crossbones versus Photon. I do have a Wags, but I still can't parry regardless, so honestly, it's just for damage, although extra damage is always good. I guess what it does is, if I parry, it won't give her power, so that's good. And I don't shrug the first one, the first debuff that is, and just generally I'm getting bad AI, bad RNG, which we love that combo, right? Drop the special one, going to go ahead and refresh them and get more with the overrun. Pause with the heavy. Okay, we're mostly underway here. At this point, just want to get another pause off. Would love if she didn't throw her special, but instead she does 2 hits and dashes back. Love that. Great for the program. Again, she dashes back, and so through literally no fault of mine at all, I lose my Furies. Again, keep saying this, but we love that. Great for the fight strategy if she just is horrible. Anyways, dash back to re-up, going to Striker Intercept, heavy, 2 pause, and at this point we are doing substantial damage. Just going to tap her once to get close, and then, you know, dash back and all that stuff. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay. Again, going to pause, and at this point the fight is pretty much over. I probably... Do I refresh with the overrun? I do. And basically what I'm going to do is do a couple hits, and Special 2. Special 3 would be better, but I don't want to waste time. And this is a very good alliance, so I want to make sure I'm not taking extra time. Anyways, here is the last fight. I have Nefaria, of course, for this. I do have the Decelerate synergy, which is the aforementioned one. With Iron Man, pretty straightforward. I'm going to Invul, Power Backs. I have Resonate on. It's going to start off with a parry, and again, getting punished by Unfazed, which is fair. It's valid. I am taking a risk by doing that, but it's a mitigated one. Okay, here we go. A bunch of parries into Stun Immune actually is going to ramp up my Ionic Energy, which we do also appreciate. Probably could have comboed again before this special one. That was probably a mistake there. And parrying that special one just for a little bit of energy buildup there. I do miss a special one parry here, which could result in me getting stunned, which sucks. That's a full combo to my block, so I can punish that. Pretty straightforward. He's kind of just going to ruin my whole phase, which sucks, but kind of is what it is. Parry that last hit. Drop this special one. Awesome. And now he's also in Tanorak. And remember, the Decelerate removes the ability accuracy for Unstoppables, so he doesn't get it from the heavy, and he's not going to get it from the special 2, which he's about to throw. Pretty cool. Parry that last hit. Again, just going to push him to L2. And again, he's not unstoppable, even though it's Tanorak. I missed the parry there, but of course, I'm always erring on the side of early, not late. I guess that's the exact opposite of hesitating. Just because I don't want to miss it and get clipped. Even still, I'd probably be okay. I do have the massive physical resist. Okay, get a heavy there. Probably should have just parried that. But I get a combo. Striker, special 2. Awesome. Somehow it's crits, honestly. Don't really expect it to crit. It feels like it doesn't really crit as much as it should. Anyway, get another evade. Hitting pretty darn hard in the fight. I was not really thinking so, but as my ally in my BW pointed out, almost 9k non-crit lights. Definitely not bad, especially against someone like Sassy, who's so tanky. But here we go. We have Wrath of Tanorak up. That means I'm going to be doing full damage. Drop this special. And yeah, bye-bye Sassy. So super quick counter, honestly, one of the faster counters out there, and a lot of fun to use. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Peace.